How's it going? So I'll talk about weaknesses of engagement optimized matchmaking and how they are very, very exploitable. Very, very exploitable. So think about engagement optimized matchmaking kind of works like this. 2, 2, 2, 1. So you have 2 stumps, you have 2 losses, like you get stumped. You get stumped, and then you have 1 even game. Okay? So how does this create this game for you where you simply cannot win? We're talking about like this game here where Uli, like his game is just 0-26, his entire team, and he's like the only guy. It's a situation where it's just not carryable. It doesn't matter what you do, you're just gonna probably lose, right? Unless it's a box of death where they have shitloads of CC, the enemy team is fed, you can't do shit. This is not your fault that you lose this game. Completely not your fault, right? It's your fault if you choose to play this game. That is your fault. Now, because we know we can dodge that shit, right? Okay, so we are going to avoid the box of death, so that's one exploit. You can look at the enemy team, you look at your team, and you can say, okay, is my champion going to carry against the enemy team if my team is like decent or not that good? And if the answer is yes, you can play that game, right? Alright, so let's talk about weaknesses, other weaknesses that I found. Engagement, like, first win is how to say it? Okay, when you have an inactive account or a brand new account, the first game is usually a win. It's kind of like in a casino, they refer this to beginner's luck. So think about, we have slot machines, which is your accounts. When you approach the slot machine, you pull the lever, and the first roll is usually a win. Which tells you, duh, I can just play one time on every machine, and I always win, right? And the answer is yes. That's it. You don't have to just play one time. And you say, yeah, but I played in the whole casino. What happens now? It resets every 1 to 3 days. I noticed that 1 to 3 days, if account is inactive, right, it resets back to beginner's luck, which is your first game. Is gonna be a win, because you have to remember, engagement optimized matchmaking wants to keep you engaged. So if it gives you a free win, you are highly likely to play the second game. Highly likely to do that, right? So I'll give you some examples, right? Look, first game, win, easy game. This game was hard, but still a win, right? First game, win. First game, win, right? First game, win. Sorry about the name in here. It's purchase account. I don't have enough LP to change it, but I'll change it later. Again, first win, complete stomp, easy win, right? And he also, when I play usually 2 to 3 games per day now. I target 2, but sometimes I play, well, I try to go for 2, but I mean, it doesn't always happen. So, my behavior now is to play a warm-up game on an account that is either inactive for a long time, or I have not played on the account before. So you see, as a warm-up game, I play there, and then I go on the accounts where there are more games or they are more active. So that tells you that psychologically or subconsciously, I have already figured out that, okay, the first game is a win, so it's probably going to be an easier game. It's a good way to warm up, right? And now, how do I know that it resets? Because we can track it. We can track it by dodges per game. I don't know, it's one of the key performance indicators I use. It's kind of hard to explain it. But basically, if your dodges per game, like for example, this account was very inactive. and this account was very inactive as well. So nobody played on those accounts for a long time. So engagement optimized matchmaking said, okay, I need this guy to win. Lo and behold, the first lobby I log in, I can play instantly, right? Because the lobby is good. And then this account was also, and again, on the same day I logged in, second lobby was straight up, was very, very good. Despite the fact that I was on 7-game winning streak, but because the account has not been played on 2 days, engagement optimized matchmaking reset, boom, lobby is good, I can play. Does that make sense? Now, if you compare that to in here these days, where I was playing on accounts that were very, very active, and I was winning. As you start winning, and you become more active, you have to start dodging more, because now engagement optimized matchmaking is like, okay, this guy is very engaged, we need to give him a loss so that he doesn't get bored. It starts putting you into the loser's queue. So what you do is you dodge, and sometimes that's another weakness of engagement optimized matchmaking, is that lobbies do not count as active or game. Like, the system only tracks games played. It doesn't care if you interact with the client or not. Does that make sense? So that's what I'm saying, is that you can dodge. Sometimes you will not play on the account for like 3 days. You're just going to be dodging all the time. And then it resets, and then you get a good queue. Like, almost immediately. Like, you I don't know, on the third day, you log in on the account, and your first queue is going to be pretty good. So again, remember, just like, how do we exploit the system? We have slot machines in a casino where your first pull is a win. Right? So all you do is you do one pull in every single slot machine, and it resets somewhere between 1 to 3 days. So you need to have enough accounts where when you rotate to the first machine again, your first pull, like, basically you have to have enough machines where when you rotate back to the first machine, at least 2 days have passed. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like a hack. That's a little bit of a hack, right? So that's what I'm saying, is technically you can just have, I don't know, if you're playing 3 games per day. How many? I don't know. I don't want to get into that maths right now. I need to think about it more. But you get the system, right? It's just like you're rotating, and then you're just like the next pool. You can kind of next lobby you can research to see if you can win or not. But that's a hack. This beginner's luck thing, and the fact that it resets, and the fact that it doesn't count your lobby as a interaction with the League of Legends. It only counts at whether you played the game. It counts towards engagement optimized matchmaking. It's a bit of a hack. Okay, so now let's talk about loser's queue is good because the shitters are going to carry you. You have to remember, loser's queue is good. Having shit teammates is good because they're not gonna be on your side. They're gonna be on the enemy side. Look at this guy. He literally solo carried. He was like, legitimately, we were playing 6 versus 4 this game. Like 0-10 Mordekaiser. Holy smokes, this guy. Oh, the game. He basically he started top lane against this guy. He died twice. He had 18 farm at 7 minutes. And then they rotated with Syndra. So I killed Syndra, I think, 1 time by then. But she was quite good. She was very, very careful player. So the only way I was able to kill her was when I had my cleanse and ghost. It was a lot of resources to kill this guy, right? So then they rotated Syndra top, and Mordekaiser came bot, and he fed the shit to me as well. It was just like feeding the shit out of the game. Then obviously Ramos started panicking, and then he got caught up. This guy was kind of okay player, but Ramos as a jungler, his wave clear is not very good, honestly. Maybe it's me, but I mean, relative to other junglers, I see that he struggles to farm, in my opinion. And also like his early game cooldowns. It's very easy to beat Ramos like early game. Like just wait out his shield and then just all in him, and that's it. He just dies. He can't even run away because when he uses his ball or whatever it's called, he can't run away. It's like Shaco, you know, when he kind of like goes invisible and he dashes to you. That's good because he can't dash out. One of the problems with killing Shaco is that he can dash out somewhere. But if he dashed to you, it's like, dude, there's like 8-second cooldown on this shit. Just right click him to death. He can't dash out, dude. Especially if he has no ult. Like he's done for. Like that's it. Okay. So these guys are going to basically help you to win the game because they're going to be on the enemy team, not on your team. And dodging allows you to remember I talked about 2-2, so 2-1. So 2 games are gonna be stomps. 2 games you're gonna get stomped, but you're gonna dodge those games. So effectively, you're only playing League of Legends with 2 type of games. It's either even or you're stomping. That's it. So all the players that cause you to lose the games are now on the enemy team, and they're going to help you to win the game basically. Because this guy is legitimately playing like I should pay him. Because he gave us a free win, effectively speaking. Yeah, okay, so that's gonna get a bit scientific-y, but should even talk about it. But basically, you can track kind of like engagement optimized matchmaking by how many dodges per game does it take. Do you remember when I told you, like, for example, when you play Nasus is a very passive champion, and he is extremely team dependent, extremely, right? So when you start your first game, you're gonna dodge like maybe 1 or twice, right? Because first game is usually a win. You just need decent teammates, and that's it. Usually the system provides you with good teammates, right? Second game, maybe again 2 to 3 dodges. Third, I'm talking about wins. Every single game is a win. Third win, it's gonna be like 5 dodges. Fourth win is gonna, but you will see as you start winning and your account is active, engagement optimized matchmaking starts pushing you to 50%, and it starts pushing you to the loser's queue. So your dodge rate per win starts to increase. That's why I said that, you know, by like I was doing 100% Nasus on Russian server, and basically by 4th day, or I think it was on the 8th win or something like that, I was playing 1 game per day, and I was dodging basically 19 games. To play 1 game, I had to dodge 19 times. So you see the problem with playing ranked is because you are attached to an account and you can't rotate accounts that well, because you want a rank in a specific account, which is honestly a total waste of time. Just buy shitloads of accounts, play normal drafts, and that's it. Just rotate. Just care about win rate, don't care about the rank. And of course, obviously, you want to become a good player. But you will notice that as your accounts become inactive, your dodge rate per game is going to decrease, because the engagement optimized matchmaking is pushing you into the winner's queue, because it wants you to experience the joy of winning in League of Legends. Do you know what I'm saying? So dodges per game is a very good KPI to track whether you are likely, like at what stages are you in the engagement optimized matchmaking life cycle, right? Are you in the, oh my god, we need to give this guy more wins so he plays more, or oh my god, this guy had too many wins, he's probably gonna get bored, we need to make sure that he loses. Do you understand? So there's like kind of like, it bounces you between the 2 modes. So the way to monitor this is just to use this dodges per game, basically. All right. So that's about it. Yeah, and another one I'm thinking, okay, is engagement optimized matchmaking cookie that is tracking your, that is bouncing you between winners and losers queue. Does it live on client level or does it live on an account level? And this is something I cannot confirm yet. It's something I need more. I need more evidence and more. I need to play around with it more, probably. Then I can tell you where it sits. My guess right now, probably account level. My guess. I used to think it was on the client level, but I start to notice it's probably more on an account level. That's why you see it's good. It would be bad if it would be on client level. That means you have to reinstall the client every single time you want to get out of the losers queue to refresh it. But if it's an account level, you just rotate the account, right? At the moment account rotation works, that means it's probably in here. My guess. It could be a combination of both, to be honest with you. But anyway, that's my spiel for today, alright? Have a good day, take care, bye-bye.